All right. Welcome back for another episode of Something for the Culture. I am your host, Jazzy J. And I carry a co host with me, none other than my big bro, Knowledge Born, all out from Do the Knowledge Radio. How's it going, bro?
I'm good. We got a special guest by special request for a limited time only. He just came out here with his Pioneer pen. MC's greatest, hip hop's greatest manifested. So we're gonna give it up for Wu Tang's own, the one and only my brother in the Iron Software hip hop, the vanguard of lyricism, Killer Priest.
Peace, peace,
Woo-hoo.
peace, peace.
Welcome.
What's
So,
good?
Killer, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm in between dates. Doing great. Uh, yeah.
Good, good,
Oh,
good. Loving
can't
the bucket
complain.
hat.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. Bucket season. Word.
You already know. All right, so let's jump into it, y'all. So, Killer, for those who don't know you, which I don't know who that may be, but for the ones who are lost, can you just say who you are, where you're from, and everything that you're affiliated with?
Okay. My name is Killer Priest, MC. Um, been around the block, up the block, around the sky, from the Almighty Wu Tang, Sons of Man, uh, Grave Diggers, um, Killer Army, the whole nine. Um, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Um, once you went from one part of Brooklyn, you from all the other parts. And I love hip hop, man. That's it. That's what it is.
Dope, dope, dope. So, you got a new album coming out.
Ciao.
Now, I don't want to mess up how you pronounce it, so I'm going to let you pronounce it because I'm bad with pronunciation. I
Abraxas
don't want to
Rebus.
say nothing else.
I got you. It's Abraxas, Rebus, Simha, Pleroma. Four
Ooh,
elements.
baby.
Yeah.
Ooh,
But you can
break
say
it down to
Abraxas.
us. What does that mean?
So Abraxas is from the dome I'm coming from is very Gnostic, Gnostic based. When you go back into the Broxes, um, you going into the Gnostic science. Simha is going into, Pleroma, Rebus is the duality, and Pleroma is the essential heavens. And Simha is the lion. So it's all those four elements all wrapped in one. So it's like Gnostic, mystic, but at the same time it's hip hop.
All right. How do you think that your fans are going to perceive this album?
It's when they hear it, it's golden. It's a real Killer Priest album. If they like me for beats and lyrics, storytelling, all of that's involved in there. And this time is a little bit more mature because I got time to sit down and really think about what I want to do. The producer I want to shout out on this is his name is Purpose. So he did the entire album. Producer when I do projects like that, such as with Jordan Rivers, Fourth Disciple, um, True Master, it's always his own chamber. And this is his own chamber.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, what was take us through the creative process of making this album?
Man, like I said, it was a lot of time. Like I had, um, he sent me the beats, a bunch of whole slew case of beats, and I would sit down, and I was just already inspired coming off of Vedic Vape Room, so I felt like you know this is the time to sit back and really concentrate on what I want to do with another concept album, and I thought about it like I want to do Gnostic now, like I want to go. What could I deal with? And it just came to me. Abraxas is something that's you know everybody don't use it, and I like to do things like that. So I was like, okay, let's take it to that type of science. And what I did was I just listened to the beats. I meditated until I felt like it's time to go in, and I just went in and I started recording. And I felt like it should be remain organic, so I gave it back to the producer, and I trust him to mix it. And so there you go. That was the whole process of it. And it was a green light on everything. I didn't turn nothing down. So whatever he wanted
Okay.
to do and whatever I wanted to do, we end up just doing it like that. If he
Okay. So
wanted
how
to
do you
switch
feel
the
like
beat,
okay. So how do you feel like this album will be separate from the rest of you from all the other albums?
eh, it's a part of the trilogy. I mean, I'm part of the pre saga, however you say it. But it's his own world. It's definitely his own world. You know, this we're stepping into another type of realm and doing this like that
Mhm.
with this producer. So yeah,
Okay. Give me your top three favorite songs off this album.
man. It would have to be um, it would have to be um, the Walking Life. Um, let's see, it's a lot. Give me Urge and um, that's hard. Let's see, Dying Will, or Free Falling.
Okay. Why did you choose those?
The I chose Free Falling because of the drums and the way people didn't hit me off for drums in a minute, and that was straight drums, and I wanted to tell a crazy story with drums just to show them that I could ride a beat and do a story and do it. And I pushed myself to do it, so that's why I chose that one. I chose Walk of Life because it's it's essential. The priest that people know me for is it's got a beautiful landscape with the sound, and I got to sit on there and kind of like talk my talk and do my thing on there. And those are Jimmy Urge. You got to hear Purpose. You know what I'm saying? I wanted everybody to hear him MC, and he just went in, man. He just went in. Real.
Dope. So how do you feel like this album will impact the culture around this era, this time, everything that we're going through right now?
Oh, I forgot to say Solo Jim's on there too. Yeah, Solo Jim on Walking Life. Yeah. Solo Jim's. That's why I chose it too. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you
Yeah.
good. No, I was saying, how do you feel like this album will impact the culture around this time frame? You know, everything that we're going through, especially with this industry mess going on.
I think that this album's going to bring them back to a time because it's a time lapse in there of a whole bunch of priests and hip hop, and I think this should bring them back to real, like where they can nod off and then feel good about listening to good music. It's not great. I
Okay.
think it's the time for it.
I'm a Lauren. Go ahead. You wanted to? I agree. I agree. We got a lot going on right now. A lot of people trying to
Yeah,
expose and all types of weird stuff. And we're kind of leaving out the music aspect of it.
right, right.
Born, you
That
you had a
Diddy verse,
question.
I said it there. I said, huh?
Oh no, go
And
ahead.
everything was said before it happened. When you hear that, nothing is said afterwards. Everything was said before it happened. I'll just put it that way when you hear the album.
Hmm. Okay.
I'm trying to sneak one of my wishes in here. You understand?
Uh,
I'm trying to hear what's the first visual you got playing off the album. I'm trying to get inside.
you got you you kind of breaking up.
That's
Say it again, boy.
what's the first
Yeah.
video? What's the first visual we gonna get from that?
Um, First visual you get from the album is the cover. And the cover, you can look at the cover and just zone out into that. But as far as the landscape, you'll get that Priest is back. Like, yo, Priest is I'm back on beats. I'm back on beats. Beautiful music.
Morton, you had another one behind that?
Look, I'm letting y'all flow. Me and Priest gonna be on like 75 more interviews. You see what I'm saying? So
I'm waiting. That's 75. Well, okay. So let's. I want to ask you this, since
Right.
right now the industry is, if you want to say, blown the hell open. I want to get your thoughts on everything that's going on. Being that you, as long as you've been in the industry and your career, this whole
Hmm.
Diddy thing. What is your personal take on it? Do you think he's getting a bad rap? Do you think that this is a distraction, or what's your thoughts?
I think it's a little bit of all of it. You know, I think you know he's they definitely bringing him in for something that this system is known for. It's over sexualized craziness, and I think he fell victim by playing a part of it. And I think it's also distraction at the time that it's happening. So it's a bit of all of them mixed in one. You know, it's like the pot calling the kettle black.
Mhm.
It's like is a gumbo ball of problems in there, and I think that it's just happening, man. It's happening like that. Give me 1 second. I lost.
Yeah, sure.
y'all ask this real quick about Diddy.
Go ahead.
He did an album with one producer with Fourth. He did one album with producer with True Master. So doing an album with Purpose, what was it different in regards to doing this album with a Purpose versus a True Master versus a Fourth Disciple in regards to that?
Yeah, this one was more like this is our first time go so it was all fun. It was like with this, the difference is that I allow all of them are allowed to do what they do. But I believe this is something I believed in. I believed in Purpose had it in them to produce a track, a whole album. After working with him for so many years, it's like okay, let's go in and really do it. He told me, "Yo, give me that shot," and I think the time was right now to do it. Word to display Purpose. He was always in the wing, and I was like, man, he showed and proved too many times, and it's like this time what we got is something special. It's different from where Fourth knows what to do, but he's right in there. He's right up there, yo. He's a woo element.
Yeah,
Hold
agreed.
on, let me get my GPS. I'm still here.
Mhm. Yeah.
Where's it? The GPS disappeared. Hold on.
Okay.
It's definitely a dope album from a lot of hip hop elements that are listening. This is something to relish. This is definitely something to relish. So that uniqueness of sound. Like, Priest is really famous for giving light to different producers. So you heard Purpose in the background, then you pull Purpose to the forefront. If you go back to some of the earlier works, he was like one of the first to work with a Just Blaze. And you see the trajectory of a Just Blaze career. You see what I'm saying? So he's always been good with opportunities with artists and with producers. Purpose was one of those ones too. So like Purpose coming on as an MC. Like we heard two master round with you too. Please you understand what I'm saying? So an ill phenomenal producer's producer, and then we got some bars out of that
Yeah,
too.
I have fourth two ready to go in with a 16.
Yeah.
Word, I had them ready to go with a 16. Word. So so I think like that it becomes more of a like a bond. Like if RZA was to do it because RZA rhymed too, but it's like yo, you got to get some of it because this is the sound of it, and all of them is nice. You know,
Hmm. So we got a question from the audience. Um, Kendall Wilson, he said, "What's your best collaboration?"
as far as what with MCs or producers or just at all.
I think he meant in all.
I love collaborating with Jizza because it's always fun because he could either surprise me and I'll surprise him. You know,
So who was your when you were coming up and as a young kid interested in music, falling in love with hip hop, who inspired
Mhm.
you?
Slick Rick and Rakim,
Okay. Why
Big Daddy
why those
Kane,
two?
and Big Daddy Kane
Okay, so why those
because
three?
they gave me the idea of you could say anything. You could do whatever you want to do. There's no set date. You know what I mean? There's no set time or set kind of like bracket you could put yourself into. You could just do anything.
Mm.
That's Slick Rick coming with a different type of voice. Rakim dropping knowledge. Kane coming with just raw lyrics. That's it. Coogee Rap's in there too.
Okay, I can see that. Give me your top five dead or alive of MCs, in your opinion.
Every time I get asked this question, I always like to sit back on that. This is something because with the top five with me, I would like to sit back and like go through the all terms, think about it, take it to the laboratory, see what it is, see what it is. Um, it would be G Rap, it would be G Rap, the Jizza,
Mhm,
Rakim,
mhm.
Kane, Karis One, Slick Rick around here. Oh,
Okay, it's a hell of a list there. Not bad. Born, you wanted to slide in a question real quick?
Todd Phoenix, Lauren Hill,
Yeah, he'll
John
keep
Okay,
Zodiac.
yeah, he'll
okay.
definitely keep going. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, as one of the most celebrated collaborative artists, Killer Priest is one of those ones, like a Run DMC. When you look at the groups like that,
Mhm,
they collaborated outside of hip hop. Onyx, they collaborated outside of hip hop. He, he was
mhm,
one of the main solo artists that collaborated outside of hip hop. You see what I'm saying? You get what a group dynamic
mhm.
have done historically with hip hop as a solo artist. So the collaboration question outside of hip hop, what was one of your most surprising collaborations and one of your greatest collaborations outside of
man, you going in and out. Something wrong
Yeah,
with
say
your
that.
mic? Yeah,
Repeat that knowledge, 'cause I didn't hear what you said either.
all right. Let me see. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
yeah.
I said you work with a lot of artists inside of hip hop, but you also work with a lot of artists outside of hip hop. So who was your most surprising collaboration outside of hip hop, the genre? And then what was your favorite collaboration outside of hip hop?
Um, Working with movie wise Forrest Whitaker.
Mm.
Um, that was crazy because we got to really kick it. It would be John Newsom, who's an artist, and that was different too. Let me pull over. That was kind of different too because he's an artist, beautiful, crazy artist, and that was a whole different putting music and art together like that. Um, a guy by the name of Bill Laswell, I might know him.
Mhm,
He does like a lot of
mhm,
jazz stuff and reggae stuff like that. and dealing with him. He's a composer, so I got to sit with him, and that was incredible. So those are all like pieces of things that just inspired me to continue going. That was just like phenomenal.
I usually save this question for the end, but I want to ask you this. Go ahead and ask you because I want to know. You know, when we leave this earth, we want to leave a legacy behind. What would
Right.
you want your legacy to be when you leave here?
Um, there was a time. My legacy gonna be with my seeds.
Okay.
It's in them. So however they
Okay.
move that the pendulum, they move it.
Okay. So we're
So,
not going to keep you too much longer because I know you're a
yeah,
busy
yeah,
man.
yeah. We'll
I
get
just
about
want
because
to, I want you to just give us, you know, your last impressions of this album. So to make, what are we going to get with this before you leave out of here? Because
beautiful
I'm getting ready to go
sunshine.
listen to it after we get off of here.
Oh man, just listen. It's going. What you're gonna have is a beautiful array of light, hip hop, and the music should put a smile on your face.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm excited to hear it, and I hope everybody that is viewing, y'all go out, please support, please go listen to it. Where can we find your music, this new album, and all the rest of
on
your
all
music at?
platforms, on all platforms streaming. You can also go to killerpriest.tv, go to the shop area, and you can get it the physical there. But it's on all the platforms: Apple, um, TuneCore, Spotify, all that should be on it.
Dope,
So,
dope, dope, dope. Well, thank you again, Killer Priest, for stopping by.
all right, all right.
All
I got
right,
to get on this road. All right, peace,
all right. Well, drive safe.
peace. All right.
All right, y'all. So thank y'all again. We will see y'all. We actually have a special episode tomorrow night. We have none other than we have two guests actually. We will be talking to none other Carl Dawson. Y'all might know him from the infamous Vlad interview with 50 and Drink Champs and a whole bunch of other stuff. So y'all tune in tomorrow night. And we're gonna clear up this little dilemma about the girl in the Biggie video. We got somebody, a very, 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 very close family member coming to speak on behalf of her to clear up any and everything surrounding that woman. So y'all tune in tomorrow night. I'm Jazzy J. This is Knowledge Born Allah. We out, y'all. Have a good night.